Well, it's probably pretty easy based on the view behind me, but we finally made it to Mesa Verde National Park. And even though it's winter and a lot of the park is closed, we still are able to see some of the really cool buildings. You can see my husband back there checking it out. Let's go get a little closer look. All right, well, this is the Spruce Tree House. And apparently that's as close as we're gonna get today. Can you imagine what it was like the first time people came over here and saw this? Wow. Just incredible. So part of the issue with traveling when we is I think we're gonna have this problem a couple more times. When you travel and you hit a national park in the winter, sometimes that happens. So we are out at the Petroglyph Trail. Nope, that doesn't sound right. Petroglyph Point Trail. I don't know. We're out on a trail and we knew that was going to end at some point. But you can't help be amazed, even though we didn't get to go all the way around, how incredibly gorgeous this is. This is probably going to be one of those parks that we come back to, don't you think, babes?
Yeah, it's unfortunate we're restricted because of the time of year, but I agree. This would be a neat place to spend some more time, maybe a few more days.
Yeah.
So there's a trail at the bottom of this little canyon.
So neat. So, Mesa Verde, we will be back when the snow melts.
Hey, I thought I would show some footage, real life footage of you making your daily rock picks or your national park rock picks. And
I'm trying really hard not to fall off the edge.
yeah,
That's
that you can't really tell probably from the video, but that is a major drop off right there. So all of your fans out there that are wondering, I wonder how she takes all these amazing pictures with her Idaho Love Rocks. You can see what it's like.
Just how scary it is.
Yeah.
There's
a cliff.
This is a sacrifice.
There's a cliff right there, and then there's snow, and just basically giving everything to make sure this happens. Let me see. You can kind of see. It's a drop off down there. Not going to get real close.
All right, so I thought this said square townhouses, and Sean was like, whoa, they had townhouses back then, but it's actually square tower house.
Which is befitting for the structure.
Wow, those are just amazing.
What's amazing to me is how they were able to shape it with the natural rock face itself. I mean, if you look at the edge of that, how it was shaped.
I know, especially like right up top there.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty cool.
You gotta wonder if they have stairs on the inside, or how do you get?
And then they've got the little kivas, their little storage areas right there.
Good fireplaces.
Man, pretty cool. Square tower house, not square townhouse. All right, so we are on the tour, the only one that we can really take because of the winter. It's the Mesa Top Loop. Anyway, I think that's what it's called. But we are right here. We're listening to this audio as we go through the loop, and the lady in the audio called this place the
downtown Mesa Verde, which is funny
Seriously.
because there's something like 30 different cliff houses over here. You can see about 10 still.
I'll show you. So luckily we have this little map. So right across from us, you'll see the Sun Temple and the Mummy House, which is right there. But then this guy right over here, that's the Cliff Palace. And eventually, obviously, you can see people over on the top of the mesa over there. We'll get over there too. But they said in this area, there's like at least 10 different cliff dwellings that you can see. It is amazing.
1,000 years old.
This spectacular view showcases Cliff Palace, the largest cliff dwelling in North America and one of the world's most magnificent treasures. There are more than 150 rooms and 21 kivas inside. Cliff Palace was built and occupied over a period of about 100 years. Our culture flourished here, and though the people left, the culture was not lost. They left their pottery, their ropes, and their homes.
All right, we are just finishing up our drive in our audio tour on the Mesa Top Loop. Overall impressions of Mesa Verde, or the lady she said Mesa Verde.
Yeah, however it's pronounced.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a place for you to come back and spend more time with it. If you've seen Bandolier, I feel like it's like Bandolier on crack.
On crack.
Or something.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, like it's
We've been spending too much time together.
it's just phenomenal, and just to be able to get down into some of those sites and imagine living in those facilities, that's something we need to come back and do when the winter's gone and the Park Service allows us to get down there, because it's
pretty cool.
yeah, just imagine living in some of those environments where you're having to climb up rock to get to your
They were
your
the
home.
Pueblos were the original rock climbers, right?
They're the OG of rock climbing.
They're the OGs. Had some pretty sweet little. In fact, when we were looking, you probably couldn't see it on my video, but as we were looking across, you could see some of those. What are those called? Hand holds? Is that what they call them?
Yeah, just basically foot handholds, but they had a name for them. I don't remember.
But you could see them going up the side of the mountain. So
They had chiseled away with stone or with bone or something like that to make those impressions into the stone face itself to climb. Yeah, it's
pretty cool.
And it's 1,000 years old. That's the amazing thing. Those things have been there for 1,000 years.
Oliver, what did you think, dude?
You got to do a few things, buddy.
He's like, I just wanted to eat my peanut butter.
And it was delicious.
It was delicious. All right. I think that's all we got to say.
Mesa Verde, we'll be back someday.
We'll be back.